Hello YouTube, this is LegoTFormers channel. I am Zach.
And I'm Daniel.
And today we are doing our War for Cybertron Sideswipe and Barricade. And this was requested by... Do you remember?
No.
Okay. It was requested by someone. The request was for Barricade and... Breakdown versus Sideswipe and Warpath. Today's is going to be 2 Scout class characters, and it's going to be, well, these two. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we'll be doing is we're doing features for our Sideswipe. So some features on him are, well, obviously his color scheme is red and white with sort of like black for like wheels and other pieces. So some of them are the fact that all of his wheels wind up on like his shoulder and back area on Sideswipe. So all 4 wheels are up there. They're all just black studs, and you can kind of see how those attach on the top of his arms there and on the shoulders using those clip pieces. And then he also has these like flap like panel pieces. They're not like panels, they're like...
Oh, just like little things that stick
out of his back. And those are on the back there, attached like so. And then on his chest, Daniel made this character, and the design is...
It's like a red... It's sort of like the top of the hood of the car with all the racing stripes on the top.
Okay. And then... What are on his feet? Do you want to explain that?
I don't know. It's just something detailed on
Does he
his
have
feet.
like
No.
Does he have like little jetty feet things or something?
I don't know. All I know is that he has like gray on his thighs and then red the rest of his foot.
Okay, so you just added that in.
Yeah.
Fill in space. Okay.
And he has blue eyes, which
you
can't really. I don't know if you can really see. Yeah, there you go. Now you can see it.
It's hard to see just because stuff's behind it and light doesn't shine through. Anyway, and then flat white panel head. Do you want to jump right into weapons with him then?
Well, I thought we were going to do Barricade first.
No, we can continue. So, just quickly for weapons, we'll show you his assault rifle.
Yeah.
What's the actual... Is that it?
Neutron assault rifle.
Okay. And it just clips into his hand, pretty much the same as most of all of our other weapons do. Some of them just clip into the actual like arm piece, and the hand is taken off. But this one's held. So that's what it looks like. And I guess we'll do features.
Well, hang on. A little fact about Sideswipe. When you select him in the campaign, it says that he's supposed to start out with this gun. But in reality, when you start out the mission, because it's in the mission where you get held captive, so you actually start out with no gun, whereas it says that you should start out with this one.
Yeah, when you pick Sideswipe as a playable character, this is the gun it says you should start out with. However, in the only mission that Sideswipe is actually in, he's captive, and therefore he has no gun. And then you have to get them later, and you just can only use melee in that.
Yeah, but we just gave him this because he doesn't really have a set weapon like most of the characters. So we just gave him that. Alright,
so then we'll move into Barricade next. Okay, so now we're going to do the features for Barricade. So Barricade's features are... Well, to start with, his color scheme is just gray with black wheels. He's supposed to have like purple highlights, but so are all the Decepticons, but we don't really add them just because they sort of just stray away from their color schemes. So basically, his only other black on him are on his feet. For some weird reason, he has like these square black feet, which is why I felt that these worked really well. He's pretty thin and tall. So his chest, he has sort of like a pointed chest that's flat sort of at the top, and then it sort of goes down, which is why we chose to use these pieces. So that would go in the middle. And then on his back, we just have a flat panel piece. His head, of course, is rounded. Sometimes we put, like, these little pieces in the head to fill in. It's just, like, a modded switch piece. It just sort of... We just take off the switch piece, and then you put it in his head, but I don't like to do that. So his head should be a solid circle, almost. Like, it should be like a dome. But it's not. So that's just why. Quick explanation. Anyway, so the wheels on his arms, as a lot of people know, the wheels on his arms, they go off of his shoulder and up, like above his head, and they're up on the angle. You guys see them right there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for that. Like, they sort of show up right there.
His other wheels?
His wheels, other wheels are sort of on his, like, back thighs / back hip area. You guys know what area I'm talking about. Anyway, so that's the closest we can get with our hip design, I guess. I think it looks pretty accurate. And then he's got, like, the thin gray legs at the bottom. So I just used same pieces for the upper thighs. I might change them later. And then on his back, quickly, we have, like, those flaps. He has, like, tiny little flap panel pieces.
Like Sideswipe.
Similar to Sideswipes. And I just used our robotic hand pieces to sort of just put those little flippy pieces up there. And then I guess we'll just quickly do weapons. It's the same weapon on a different character.
Pretty much most of the characters either have this or the Scatter Blaster.
To start with, yeah. And so, clips in the same way. You can clip it in nano if you want to. Just to show them what it looks like. So that's just what it looks like when he's actually got a gun. And then,
these guns aren't that to scale with the Scouts because every single gun in the game, except for like the turret guns, shrink when a Scout picks them up for some reason.
Which is why you'll see that some of our guns are a bit different models when they're used on a Scout.
Yeah.
Except for this one.
Like this one here is not very well proportioned because it looks giant on him. Same with the one on Sideswipe.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, these weren't meant for Scouts. They were meant for what, like leaders and
soldiers.
Yeah.
And scientists.
Yep, pretty much.
So you're probably not going to see him using this gun in the.
Yeah, we will make a small version. It's just this one's more detailed and we already had it built. Well, Daniel already had it built. This one's Daniel's. Anyway, so I think we'll just move right into size comparison right now. So, we'll move those two back in there. And a quick size comparison. We're going to compare them with our Scout class, War for Cybertron Bumblebee. So, Bumblebee is like a smaller sort of car. So, Barricade is taller than... he's taller than both Sideswipe.
No, Sideswipe and Barricade are the same height.
Are they?
Yep.
Okay.
Because Sideswipe and Barricade represent the traditional Scout. Bumblebee is just...
a smaller version.
Yeah.
So usually we try to keep Scouts the same size, but Bumblebee is a bit smaller. So he is one stud taller. And if you're new to our channel... studs, basically, what we mean by that is if you took these pieces, like the ones we use for wheels, and you just stacked them up, and we just say, like, the difference between them. We don't really say how many studs stacked up would equal their height. We just say sort of the difference. So they're about one stud different in size between Bumblebee and Barricade and Sideswipe. So I think that pretty much wraps this video up. Thank you guys for watching. Leave suggestions in the comments for a fight you want to see when we make stop motions.
Make sure it's 2 Autobots and 2 Decepticons because we've been getting a lot of just like a one-on-one or 2 Decepticons or 2
just
Autobots.
2 Autobots or sometimes just one character. Yeah. And if you want us to do a review of a character, think of who you want that character to see, who you want that character in a fight. Who would you want to see that character go up against in a 2-on-2 death match, I guess. Because that's the only way you can get it to go on a review. And we'll pick what we think is, I guess, the fairest match.
Yeah.
We'll pick what seems like a good matchup. Make sure it's at least 2 characters that we haven't done already. I will probably wind up posting a list somewhere of characters that we have done and have yet to do. That way you guys can keep updated and we'll tell you. So for next time, I'll probably have a list made up so that you guys can sort of see what's already been done and what's left to do, so you guys can pick from those. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. We are almost at 100 subscribers, so very close, and we have a very special
when
video.
we're filming this.
Yep, when we're filming this. We might have 100 subscribers by the time you guys watch this, but I don't think so.
No.
So that's why I'm just saying we're pretty close to 100 subscribers, and please, 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 please help us get there, because we have a very special video to show you guys when we reach that sort of milestone. Anyway, so thank you guys for watching, and leave your suggestions. Rate, comment, subscribe. Bye.